Wow, this is crazy. This apartment building in Atlanta, Georgia has been burning for almost 24 hours. I wonder what is keeping it ablaze. I mean, you'd think a building would go out by now.
But our top story tonight in Atlanta as a destructive fire continues to smolder. This jaw-dropping picture of the scene last night. Thanks for joining us for Fox 5 News at 10. I'm Eric Perry. Dozens of residents are without a home tonight after that fire ripped through the La Vista Walk apartment complex. Take a look. This is Sky Fox drone video. You see the massive presence and the destructive damage there. Tonight, we're learning about the two people in custody. Police say they lit fireworks on top of that building, and they believe it started that fire. We want to get you started with Fox 5's Eric Mock. He joins us now live from the scene. Eric, this is almost 24 hours later. We can see the flashing lights behind us. What are you seeing there tonight?
Eric, it's a very active scene still out here. They've got La Vista Road blocked off. They've had it blocked off since last night. And here's the reason why. Fire crews have been out here battling. You can see, just look at the damage on the apartment complex, and you can see crews still battling up here. There's a ladder truck right here still dousing water. They've been dousing continually for the past 24 hours, and that's because hot spots keep popping up. I've seen several flare up now, albeit very small ones, but I've seen them flare up throughout, and then I've seen the ladder truck go over and they douse them and put them out. That just gives you an idea.
Can't they use some kind of fire retardant foam and spray that around the building, especially in the places that seem like they're hot spots? That way to make it easier to put out the fire?
Idea of how huge this fire was and how destructive it was. You can see the damage from it all throughout in the businesses below and in the rooftop of this complex. And now people are trying to figure out what's going to be their next step. Where are they going to be staying, and when can they return back to their homes if it wasn't damaged? As firefighters continue to put out hot spots at the reserve apartments at La Vista Walk, I met residents who were let back in Saturday to gather belongings and pets, like Ray LaPasca.
I just spent the last 10 minutes packing one duffel bag of stuff that I need for the next week because that's how long we're estimating we're going to be kicked out for.
She described to me what it was like watching her complex burn Friday night.
I thought I was dreaming, honestly. It did not feel real. Like watching it from the distance, I was watching it right over here in the parking lot. Just watching the flames build and almost like mushroom clouds going up from the parking deck. It was surreal.
All the residents got out safely, but Atlanta Fire Rescue says 28 people were displaced. And even though the fire didn't spread to their units, LaPasca and dozens of others can't return to their apartments yet and don't know when they'll be able to.
Stay at my mom.
With the size of the complex, I can see why it's taken so long to try to put out the building. It's it seems like they go inside and try to douse the fires from the inside. Otherwise, it may just keep spreading around from room to room.
For a couple of days. Hope things work out from there.
Deirdre Gwynn also doesn't know when she'll be able to go back. Her apartment wasn't burned, but now has a lot of water damage.
At least my apartment's still intact, but I don't know when it's going to be livable again.
Atlanta police have arrested two people in connection with the fire, 42-year-old Robert Stokes and 25-year-old Charnel Gunn. Investigators say the two were lighting fireworks on the building's roof. They've charged them with reckless conduct and criminal damage to property.
She really does need to learn because she kind of affected a lot, or she did affect a lot of people.
Just the fact that it was two grown adults that caused all of this, or potentially caused all of this, is kind of mind-blowing to me.
Now, those two have been charged, but Atlanta fire investigators say they're still trying to determine the official cause of the fire, and the Red Cross has set up a shelter for displaced people. That's at the Central Park Recreation Center. Although when we visited earlier today, there weren't a lot of people actually staying there. Many people I talked to say they're staying with family members or they're staying in hotels.